What's common between a 10-year-old government and a 14-year-old business news channel? Both get toppled by the people's favorite. CNBC TV 18, around for 14 years, has been voted out. ET Now, India's #1 business news channel.
Look at the vote. He's actually been the most unifying person in the history of India. I mean, when so many people voted for him, and many Muslims also did, how can you say he's divisive? He's actually a unifying force. And so I think he starts with a great advantage, that he's really belied all the expectations, all the adverse expectations. Two, he's been through the mill. I mean, I was surprised when I saw that my old friend, still my great friend, Professor Manmohan Singh, with whom, as you know, I was in Cambridge 65 years ago, I was surprised that he'd given only 3 press conferences during all these years. I think what we are getting now is someone who is not afraid of being before the camera, and I hope one of the things he does is, in fact, to like FDR here, speak to the nation all the time. I think what had happened was that everybody was into worrying about corruption. The Prime Minister himself, of course, was a very honest man, but he was surrounded by a bunch of people who were not very honest. I mean, drawing on Mahabharata, I've said, he was a Yudhishthira among Kauravas, not among Pandavas. And so I think what had happened was that the whole, his integrity got overwhelmed, and he never spoke, nor did any of the others speak. When people like my friend Jairam Ramesh say, oh, he did not present, meaning Manmohan Singh did not present our triumphs and our wonderful things we had done, I feel like asking him, what about your own friends, Mrs. Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi? Did they speak? They didn't speak either. I mean, it was really three silent people. And I think that's a very wrong thing to do in a democracy. In a democracy, you really have to meet with the people. You have to develop your vision. People who were worried about corruption, lots of them voted negatively, I have no doubt, on this. Now that you've got someone like Narendra Modi coming in with a completely clean record and no Kauravas around him, he has a chance now to be able to turn that part around and to get people to take decisions. And I think that's good. I'm not saying it'll be automatic, but that is something he can do. Gujarat model is always supposed to be growth. Now, of course, that is something he brings about, and the reason is that the components of growth are some things which he's very good at, because that's part of Gujarat also. Gujaratis are into competition. But the second part, which people miss altogether, is that Gujarat is also into social spending. That's the other part which everybody, particularly the leftists in India, completely forget, because they're only concentrating on growth and saying, oh, this is a creature of, big business and so on and so forth. They completely forget that the Gujarat model also involves being simple, like the Pope. I mean, he could be a Jesuit practically, but in Gujarat, lots of people are doing lots of social spending. The government is doing social spending, and that is something, and that combined with his, very simple lifestyle, that is what the country needs. Because I think the country has sort of lost its moorings, social moorings, in my opinion, and that is going to be part of his appeal, in my judgment. And so the Gujarat model should not be construed as just, going along with businesses. It is not that at all.